So sadly today, Paul Rubens, aka Pee-Wee Herman, passed away at the age of 70. And here are three things that he should be remembered for. Number three, Joeski loves Pee-Wee's dance. Now, technically, Paul Rubens had nothing to do with the Joeski Love song, but Paul Rubens did create the Pee-Wee's dance, which is always fun to watch and easy to do. And Joeski Love made a song parodying the Pee-Wee dance, which is also very fun to do. And it reminded me of a time of hip hop, which was fun, which we don't see anymore. I just wish there was more Joeski loves because we need a lot more fun in hip hop these days. Number two, Tim Burton. Tim Burton directed Pee-wee's Big Top and Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And if it wasn't for those films, Tim Burton probably wouldn't have directed Batman and Batman Returns from Michael Keaton. And he wouldn't have had that long lasting connection with Johnny Depp on multiple films, including their first collaboration, Edward Scissorhands. So if it wasn't for Paul Rubens and Pee-wee Herman, Tim Burton probably wouldn't have had a major film career. And number one, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Now, I was a teenager when that show was on. It was fantastic, but I can't even imagine how Paul Rubens pitched that show to CBS and they said yes. When you watch that show as an adult, you're wondering, how the heck did they get that show on TV? This show is so wild. But the major lasting legacy of that show was all the talent that they had on that show. Lawrence Fishburne, Jimmy Smits, Phil Hartman, Natasha Lyonne, she was a little girl on there, Effa Murkison, Sandra Bernhardt. The amount of talent they had on that show was tremendous. And I would love to watch a documentary of that show, of A, how they ever able to get that show on at 10 a.m. in the morning for kids anyway. And two, what was the casting like? Like, who didn't make the show? Because it seemed like they had their pick. So Paul Rubens, sir, you're a genius. And people forget, like, he started off as a stand-up comedian. Like, during that Eddie Murphy era, the stand-ups were strong, especially like if you had stand-up characters. That's, Andrew Dice Clay came out of that situation where they create these characters. And unfortunately for these folks, they were stuck in these characters and weren't able to branch out. Paul Rubens, after he had that whole deal with the theater years later, where he got caught playing with himself, he became a really good character actor. He was able to break free of the Pee-wee character. And it was like, he was a really good character actor as he got older. But yes, Paul Rubens as a stand-up, this is where it all came from, man. He didn't get all this stuff by accident. He put the work in. So, hey, Mr. Rubens, you're a genius. You will be missed. And I'm going to break out the old DVD of Pee-wee's Playhouse and just laugh all night.